Hello everyone, Kaylee here, and today I have the X-Men box from Marvel Collector Corps. So I've done quite a few Marvel Collector Corps unboxings before. If you have not seen them, they are a subscription from Funko, of course the makers of the famous Pops, and everything in the box is exclusive based on Marvel properties, based on the monthly theme, which this month is X-Men. Let's see what's inside. Usually the themes are centered around upcoming media. I don't believe there is an X-Men thing coming out this month, which is December, I should clarify. But that could be because there isn't really anything else either. But X-Men are cool. So here we go. There's always a neat box design that has some different comic panels on the inside of the box. And also every Marvel Collector Corps box comes with a collectible pin and patch. So let's take a closer look. The pin for this month, let's see, we've got Magneto's helmet right there. There it is. It says Marvel Collector Corps. And then the patch, we have Storm right there. So those are the little collecting pieces. And on to the main attraction. So I'm going to hide this for now. I'll show you at the end. That's like information card and stuff. So let's say the first item is this comic book, Champions, with a special variant cover featuring Cyclops using his power. And there is the first one. I'll admit, with the comic books, I'm just afraid to read them because they're collectible. So I don't want to open it and damage it, but it's definitely nice. Now this looks pretty cool. This is the second item. I'm gonna open it, of course. I got to. This is a t-shirt. Neato. So it's Xavier's, in reference to Xavier's Academy in Westchester, New York, 1963. Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. So this is really cool. It's like a school t-shirt. And it's one of the first shirts that hasn't featured a pop design, which I think is cool. Although I did like the Spider-Gwen one. Maybe I just have a thing for gray shirts because the Spider-Gwen shirt was also gray. But this one's gray, and I like the black lining on the sleeves and the neckline. That gives it a nice touch. So there is the second item for the month. Let's see, I'll just put that a little down. Now, third, here we go. Oh, I've always wanted a rock candy. So this is the rock candy collection from Funko, and that's my cat. She's playing, yeah? And let's see, it's getting some bad reflection. This is Mystique, and let's see if it says anything else. It's exclusive, of course. But Rock Candy is Funko's line where it's usually female figurines, I believe. And they just have a cool design. I don't know how else to explain it. But there we have Mystique. She's one of the iconic X-Men characters. Let me move this around. I don't know why it's reflecting really badly. Usually I try to shoot this in the daytime to get good lighting, but I wasn't able to because I was away. So anyway, that's the third item. And then the fourth and final item is this vehicle, it looks like. Wolverine's motorcycle, and it does include Wolverine, which is important. So that is pretty cool. Here, let's take it out, you know? We gotta see it to believe it. So Let me be a little careful. What was it? I think it was the Hulk Buster. It just popped out. Oh, he's like attached to it. Oh, look at that. It's a bobblehead. I love the bobbleheads. You know, it's interesting. The tires actually have a rubbery feel to them, which is pretty cool. And let's see. There is some nice design on the paint. There it is. So you can see it has the specs on it. It looks a bit dirty, like a motorcycle would be. Wolverine has his claws out. My kitty has her nose out. What do you think? And it bobbles. So this is pretty cool. And you know, I do think this is fitting. It makes me think of the trailer for Logan that came out, which looked pretty cool. Oop. Now, baby, I need you to get out of the way. I need you to get out of the way. In front of the camera. Alright. I'll get her out. It's all good. There we go. Bye. Alright. Teasing her. I'll play with her later. But, let's see. And it stands on its own! Yay! It's got, I guess I can look at more. There's a suitcase on the back that has the copyright information. That it has, the license plate says X-Men. And I think that covers most of it. The wheels do not turn, but that's fine. I'm impressed just by the rubbery feel on the wheels. So that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah. So there you have it. That was the December Marvel Collector Core with an X-Men theme. Now let's look at this. This is the spoiler for the February box, because it's a bi-monthly box. And it has Superhero Showdown, so that should be a good one. And then the other side of this card has information about how each item was made for this month. Essentially how they chose and designed each figure out of the different X-Men properties. So again, we have the patch and pin, of course. And then we have the comic and the shirt and the rock candy and the pop. So from my perspective, I'm happy with it. It's not my favorite, but it's also not my least favorite. I think they satisfied all of the main items that they tend to include. They usually have at least one shirt, and they have at least one comic. And then at least one pop, obviously, because that's what their big thing is. So in this one, I am happy to have gotten one of the rock candy figurines, because I hadn't had one of those before. And this is really cool, because I have pretty high hopes, I think, for the Logan movie. So regardless of the main X-Men properties that Wolverine has been in, the Logan movie, this can represent as well. And perhaps, well, I guess his hair is not quite gray. Come on, baby. But I think it does represent that. And then the shirt, of course, it's neat that it has the school design, because it almost just, you know, it's like wearing a regular school shirt. And then the comic, I will say for me, the comics, again, I mentioned at the beginning, they're the least for me in terms of interest, just because I'm afraid to take them out and damage them, and so they kind of just sit there, which I guess a lot of these things do just sit, but something like this motorcycle looks a lot cooler to me on a shelf than just a comic book. But of course, that's where everything came from. It's just I'm afraid to read it out of fear of damaging it. I usually read digital for that reason. And before this keeps falling over, I'll just say, let me know what you thought about these items in the comments below. I will also do a short write-up where I include some pictures of the products, because I know sometimes the video doesn't always give you a good idea, especially with this Mystique being a bit reflective on the front. So I will do a write-up that has pictures. And aside from that, I hope you have a great day. Bye!